This question is about water. Sewage is wastewater, and sewage contains organic matter. Describe how sewage is treated to remove organic matter. And we've got 4 marks for this question. Well, sewage generally is a name for anything really that enters into our sewers. And so that's water from when you flush your toilet and when it goes down the drain, when it comes from agricultural systems, so runoff from fields and chemicals and fertilizers that might have been used in industry, and things like slurry from animal farms. This is all classed as sewage, and so the range of organic matter that it might contain is quite varied, and so there are a number of different processes that need to be carried out to make this safe to enter our regular water system. And so the first step is that we need to remove the solids from this water. So this might be twigs, or it might be leaves, or it could be anything like baby wipes or something like that. And so this process is called screening. And effectively, we use a gigantic wire mesh or a range of different meshes, and that filters out these large solids. But the name of the process is screening. And then after that, the wastewater enters a new tank, and there it is left to stand. And so that means it's not flowing, it's just in this big tank. And during this stage, sedimentation occurs. And that's where the more solid aspects of the wastewater sink to the bottom. They separate out from the liquid part of the sewage water, and we get this settling of the solids at the bottom. And this is sedimentation. The bottom is sometimes referred to as the solid, the sediment that has fallen to the bottom. And so by this stage, what we've got is we've removed the biggest bits, we've allowed the small particles of the solid to settle, and so the final stages of purification are using bacteria to treat these 2 parts of our separated mixture. And so the solid that is at the bottom of the tank is treated with bacteria that digest the waste anaerobically. And so this means that it is the absence of oxygen. That's what anaerobic means. And so these bacteria thrive when they're digesting the organic matter anaerobically. And that's the solid waste from the bottom. The liquid waste is referred to as effluent. And this is also digested by bacteria that it's been treated with. But what they do is they bubble oxygen through this liquid. And so these bacteria digest this effluent aerobically. And so we've got 2 types of digestion occurring when we're treating this with bacteria. The aerobic digestion is in the liquid, called the effluent, and anaerobic digestion occurs in the solid that is in the bottom of this sedimentation tank. And then having finished this process off, the sludge is now much kind of safer. We get some added benefits as well from this digestion, because the sludge can be converted into methane gas, and we can also use the leftover sludge as fertilizer. So we're taking something that is very literally waste, and we're making it into 2 useful products, one that's a fuel and another that helps our plants to grow. And then the liquid effluent is released into the rivers, where it will enter the river system, and ultimately, if it's going to be entering our homes, it will go through the stages that all water goes through of purification by filtration and sterilization.